Hey, hello, everyone. I am Apollo22237, and this is Ikari, King Kong 2, Ikari no Megaton Punch. What I am going to show here is I have already made the original strat, beginner strat video tutorial. I will link it with this video. But with this one, there's actually 3 more tiers of strats, so 3 different routes. And what will happen in each route is you will skip one of the item pickups. What this will do is save time because you're not going out of your way to pick up an item, but it will make the final boss fight against the 18 King Kong linebackers longer and harder. But it'll even out. For example, for this first one, and I'll show the timing, you're going to save about 7 seconds, not getting the first rock capacity upgrade in stage 1, but the boss fight will be like 3 seconds longer, but in the end that means you saved about 4 seconds. So that's how each route will go. So what I'm going to do is I'll quickly go through the route, show the run, show the boss fight, and I will timestamp the tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4, which is the basically TAS strats for this. So let's start. So again, just like before, you're picking up the potion, and you're going to go up, 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 till you can't go no more. Feel free if you want to stop. Again, once you start getting a little more advanced and higher and lower PBs, you're going to want to do less punching and more optimized strats. So here you're just going to go all the way up until you can't go anymore. We're not going to go to the right. We're going to immediately go through the door. So I'm actually going to close these splits. I'm going to open Life Split really quick to show. Where is it? It is right here. Put it above. Okay. I'm actually going to put it above this other one. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is show, when we're doing time saves, I'm going to just try to show the math behind it. So we're going to do this quick. So you're going to go straight to that door. Normally, you would go up and to the left, get here, get the item, go back down to the left, which brings you to the door. And look, that's about 8.76 seconds. I think I show it again real quick. Same thing, you're going to the right, up, picking up the item, getting to the door. Like 9 seconds. Instead, you're just gonna go straight to the door. Look at that. 2 seconds. So that you save about 7 seconds there. And that's the reason why we do this. The rest of the route is exactly the same. I was thinking about just skipping it, but just for reinforcement, I'm just gonna show the route. I'm just gonna do a playthrough. You're jumping over. That guy moved to the left that time, perfect. There's the potion. If you want, you could skip about a minute through to see the last stage in the boss fight. But I want to just keep showing the route over and over and over so people just kind of memorize it. I've done this so much that it's like just a part of me now. Again, go up to the right, jumping over the water. There's the door. Here's Vegas. You're running straight to the left. There you go. Then you go up. Again, you're going to want to jump over the enemies. Make sure you land on the roads. Hug the tree wall. Jump up and to the left. Hug the left wall. And there's a hidden door right here. And then here's the door to the last stage. Everything is still going to be the same. If you want, you could farm there. You're probably not going to want to, and want to make sure you save as much time as possible. But if you want, if you don't feel safe, you can farm there. You're still going with Sparky get this hidden rock upgrade there. You're still going to get the potion behind the skull here. Right, down, right. Only way, remember, hug the bottom wall, walk through, then jump, jump, rock upgrade behind this door. And then you're going here. Choose a spot to farm, because now, after you pick that up, normally you would have had room for 40 rocks. But because we skipped the capacity upgrade in the beginning, now we can only have 30 rocks. So make sure that when you're doing the level in all the other stages, don't try to pick up more than 20 rocks, because you can't hold them for this strat in this route. You're going to be waiting till the end, and now you choose a spot where you want to farm. Pick up the power upgrade. You can farm those two guys there, or you can farm these guys. You have your 30 rocks, your 100 health, you're ready to go. Same thing, you do the gatekeeper, and then I'm going to show the way the boss works. So, on this boss, and I'll show it really slow too, now you only have 30 rocks instead of 40 rocks. So now some of the enemies you're not going to be able to throw 2 rocks at. You're keeping the same damage. You picked up all the damage upgrades, so 2 rocks will still kill an enemy. There are 18 Kongs. You only have 30 rocks, so that means that for 12 of them, you can throw 2 rocks, and they will die. But for 6 of them, and you can choose which 6. I will show the 6 that I do. 6 of them, you'll have to throw 1 rock and punch 4 times. What that will mean is you'll have to press select, throw a rock, press select again, and then punch, 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 and then press select again to throw rocks for the next guy. So watch as you throw the rock. Skip it forward a little bit. I'll show it by throwing. This it? Yeah, I think this is it. So you're gonna throw a rock. So 2 will still kill him. That first guy I would advise to always throw 2 rocks at. This first row, so it's hard to kind of show, but each Kong will move in a specified location. Each one will move down and then start chasing you. Each row of Kongs still moves to the same vertical spot right here, which means that you have more time to punch the second and third row before they reach the spot where they decide to start chasing you. For this reason, I would advise throwing 1 rock at least 5 of them, maybe this corner one too, depending on how comfortable you feel. Sometimes it might be hard to get here, get in position here, and throw the 1 rock and punches. So you can either throw 1 rock at one of these lower guys and the 5 punches, 4 punches, or you could try and do all this row of 1 rock, or this back row, you could do a 1 rock kill. The one thing with this back row is the vertical movement. Because it's so high, there's a chance they might get out of your hitbox range for punching. So you have to be careful. So what I normally do is 2 rocks, 2 rocks, and then on this guy, you're going to want to throw a rock early. The reason for that is then you want to start getting your punching, mashing going. It's more of a rhythm than a mash. If you mash punch, you're going to drop inputs. You can only punch so fast. So it's actually, you're going to have to learn, and I'll show it after this kill. It's more of a rhythm than a mash. So you're going to throw the rock early. This is why I tell you to go to the left or the right. The rock hitbox stays active super long. Throw it early. The rock will hit the guy, and then you're going to punch him 4 times. If you get hit, don't panic. Hopefully you have enough health to take 1 or 2 hits. Just try not to panic if you get hit. It's going to happen. You might freak out. Just try not to lose any more time. Again here, I like throwing 2 rocks at this guy, and then these are the easiest row in my opinion to do. 1 rock, 4 punches. 1 rock, 4 punches. 1 rock, 4 punches. Now you're back to 2 rocks each one. I had 12 for this row, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 rocks, 2 rocks, 2 rocks, 2 rocks, 2 rocks, and then jump through. I'll show that again. 2 rocks, 2 rocks, 2 rocks. So the one, again, yeah, you can go slow too. I wouldn't advise it, but it's just showing you need the 4 punches. 2 rocks. Again, I got hit. Try not to panic. It's gonna happen. The beeping's gonna happen. That shows a mistake there. There's times where you might get a little too, I'm showing right here. Notice how I'm a little too far away from that vertical line, his shoulder, meaning that when I'm gonna punch, I'm actually gonna be missing him. The rock hits him, but my punch isn't far enough. So I actually miss all these punches before he starts running at me. It's gonna happen, it's gonna take a little practice. Same thing, I'll show the fight. 2 rocks. I normally do 1 rock on that guy. That's just what I'm comfortable with. These 5 are, in my opinion, the easiest ones to do, because this one you have to run all the way to the left and set up. You have 12 rocks, and now you can finish the boss. And that's it. I might do another boss fight here where I do 1 rock somewhere else. Let me check it out. Again, it's up to you when you practice, decide what you're more comfortable with. Yeah, I did 2 rocks on that one, so you could do 2 rocks all this row and then 1 rock on all this row. Well, I saved it. So I still need to have one of these back ones. I'm gonna have to throw 1 rock at. I do 2 on this one because it's hard to get in position. 1 rock. So whatever you feel comfortable with is what you can do. And that's it. And that's the Tier 2 boss fight. I'm going to go straight into the next route, which is Tier 3, so let me get that video fired up. Here's Tier 3. Same thing. I'm going to start showing you the route. First level, you pick up the potion. Again, I'm not going to watch this entire thing, so I'm skipping through. You go up, 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 all the way. Again, you're going to want to start doing the jump here for the optimized times. Up all the way. You skip. Again, you skip going this way for the rock capacity upgrade. You're going straight to the door. The rest of the route is the same until the very end, so I'm going to skip through a little bit. Same thing here. Everything is the same, except now we're on the last stage. Just close the door quick. So on the last stage, what you're going to do is when you're going down, you're skipping. Normally we would go the skinny route. We are going to be skipping that. That means your rocks will do less power to the bosses. You still pick this potion up. You're going to go straight from up here to the potion. I will time it just like I did with the Tier 2 item skip, just to show you what kind of time save we're getting. So we'll go back. So normally you got to go all the way down, pick up that upgrade, and then get to the potion, which takes about 9 seconds. Now, look how quick that was. You go immediately, you go down, down, potion, less than 2 seconds. So again, now we're saving another seven-ish seconds. The boss fight will be longer and harder again, but you're netting another few seconds. With the first strat, I got my time down to around a 3:0, I think a high 3:05, I want to say. And currently, this strat that I'm showing you right now is what I have the 3:03 time in. And that can even go lower too. I think you can get a 3:01, maybe with a perfect run, a 3 flat. So I'll show you the rest of the run, and then we'll do the boss fight. So same thing, you're jumping through, you're trying to get this as optimized as possible. Again, you're going to get to 30 rocks, so grab it. Hopefully you get enough. If you don't get good rock numbers, you might have to reset if you're going for PB attempts. Make sure you got 30 rocks. We have the 100 health, 30 rocks, we're good to go. Same thing, the gatekeeper. Get knocked back. And then here's the boss fight. So in this one, because your rocks do less damage, the Kongs will not die in 2 rocks anymore. You're going to have to throw 2 rocks. There's my cat. You're going to have to throw 2 rocks and then punch twice. So that's throw, throw. You're pressing select to get to your rocks. Throw, throw with B. Select, and then punch, punch with B. Select. So it's going to be, there's going to be a little practice. You're going to need to get into a rhythm. Shut the door real quick. So you want to do, you're going to be wanting to do a rhythm. So for, again now, 12 of the Kongs, you're going to want to throw 2 rocks at, just like last time, but you need punches with them. 6 of them, you're going to need to throw 1 rock and 5 punches, which is an extra punch from last time, which makes it a little bit tougher. Means that, again, in my opinion, these are the easiest ones to do, and you're going to have to choose which last one you want. So I will show the fight. I'm skipping forward a little bit to show it. So this is how I normally start. Throw 2 rocks there, punch, punch. 2 rocks, punch, punch. 2 rocks, punch, punch. 2 rocks. And you want to throw it early enough so that you have time to switch to punching. 5 in that one. This whole row, you need 1 rock, throw it early, 5 punches. Now you have 2 rocks and 2 punches for each of these. Again, if you get hit, don't panic. Sometimes that'll happen. That's an example of what I was trying to say before. Notice how these guys go so far down that they left my punching hitbox, and that's why I took damage there. So that is why, in my opinion, this second row is much easier than the third row, even though technically you have more time to punch them. Here, notice this guy who leaves my punching hitbox. So we'll try this again. It's going to take some practice. 2 for each. 2. 2. You can choose to throw 1 rock and try to punch one of these guys, or one of the back ones. Okay, 10 rocks, so I have enough to throw 2 and 2 punches. 2, 2 punches. 2, 2 punches. 2, 2 punches. Again, it's going to be a rhythm. Okay, so here's the example of what I was showing before. Watch this. Starting right now, this is what happens if you mash. If you mash punch, you're actually going to drop punches, and it's going to look like you're punching slow. Notice how there's big gaps in between punches? That means what you have to do is actually learn what the timing is for. It's a rhythm as opposed to a mash. So mashing it looks like there's the gaps in between punches. If you time it, your punches will come out much quicker like this. And then you jump through. I'll show that boss fight again. Two all the bottom row. You can try 2 on that one. 1. You know, change it up. I mean, there might be times where you accidentally throw too many rocks like I just did there. Improv, and then you just do up here instead. You just got to keep track of how many rocks you have left. Again, don't panic. I have 1 health, but don't panic. It's fine. And you finished. I'll show one more fight, just to show the different things that could happen. Try to keep track of your health, the amount of rocks you have. Again, I would say that at least these 5 are the ones that you want to throw 1 rock at, and then the other one you can choose. and done. And that's this boss fight. So what I'm going to show now, as far as I know, hasn't been in an actual RTA run, but my next attempts of the game will be with this strat. We are going to be skipping another upgrade. So I'm going to pull up that run quick. It is. Okay, so first stage is the same. Again, I'm going to skip through it real quick. You do your jump here. Yeah, I had to save state that. Jump over, that's what you want it to look like. You're going to skip that first upgrade at the top right here, saving your 7 seconds. Go through here. And then again, the rest of the route is exactly the same. You're going past the water, you're jumping over things. I'm just going to skip through to the last stage again. So here's the last stage. So for the, just like in the tier 3 strat, you're going to go down and we're going to skip. We're skipping this skinny route, not getting the power upgrade. You're still going to get this potion. And then everything else is still going to be the same until you get to what you would normally do for after this room. There's the rock upgrade. So you can hold 30 rocks. Skipping that, you're only going to be able to hold 20 rocks, which means the RNG of picking up the rocks is a lot lower. But again, it's going to make the last boss fight now fairly difficult. So I'll show the timing for that, just like the other times, what it normally takes. You hug the wall, you would go up there, you get that rock upgrade. We're not going to be doing that. Let me go back and time it to show you. It's right here. Normally it takes, let's say, yeah, all this time to go into that door. And by the time you leave the room, it's about 8 seconds. Instead, we're going straight through. 2.5 seconds. So that's another 6 seconds you're saving. But again, your boss fight is going to be about a few seconds slower, but you're still netting time. The best way to get through that bottom portion, you hug the bottom, jump over, and then hold up to hug the top. That's probably the only way you're going to get through. Jump over, hug the top, and you just barely miss the fire beam. Again, here's the lava. You want to go through. We're going to get to the boss door. I'm just going to let this roll until the end again, and then I'll bring up the final boss fight. And you get through the door. Oh, it took me 3 times in this. It's okay. But we got through. So, what happens now is there's 18 Kongs. You only have 20 rocks, which means 2 Kongs, just 2, you can throw 2 rocks at. 2 rocks and 2 punches at only 2 of them. And it's up to you to choose which ones. I feel like what I've been doing is I throw 2 at the first one, because it's harder to get. I would rather get in my rhythm first. So at least kill the first guy and then get going in your rhythm. I normally throw 2 rocks at this guy, and then you can either throw 2 rocks at the last one to make the end quicker, or maybe throw 2 rocks at one of these corner ones because you're moving all the way from right to left. Again, it's going to be up to you when you're practicing what you want to do. But it's 2 rock, 2 punches on 2 of them. 1 rock, 5 punches on 16 of them. So I'm going to bring up the fight. I'm skipping through quick. I'm going to show one that I almost did, and then one that, yeah. So these are the 2 I'm going to show. It's going to take a lot of practice. You're going to get hit. Even me, when I was setting up this video, I technically haven't done this in a run yet. I'm practicing for that reason. But I was save stating doing it, and I wasn't successful a ton of the time. So here, I'm going to show, I like lining up where this line is right here, somewhere between these two lines. This line is usually too low, but I like starting kind of near with my foot near this line on the wall, just so I have enough time to punch them before they start chasing me. So 2 rocks, 2 punches, and then all the rest is going to be 5 punches. That time I was too far away and I took damage. It's okay. Don't panic. It's going to happen. 1 rock. I did 2 rocks on that guy. This second row is the easiest row to do it on. I got hit by him, so it's close. Notice how that time he went too low and I pushed down and punched because he left my hitbox. That's something you might have to do if you're too high. And last one, I actually fail on the last guy, which is unfortunate, but then I restart it and this is a successful fight. Notice I try to line up near that line, right here. 2 punches, 2 rocks, and then the rest is 1 rock, 5 punches. Throw it really, really early. You want it to explode on the right side. Explode on the right side. Let's get set up. I did 2 rocks on that one, and I can only throw 1 rock for the rest of these. Same thing, make sure you're low enough that he doesn't leave your hitbox. Don't be too close, because he's going to start moving horizontally after you. Notice they move a little bit, but I still am far enough away that it doesn't hit me, and that's the TAS fight. I'm going to show it one more time. I know you can rewind it too, but I'm just going to show it and go through it. You start here. I go near this line. I would advise maybe going 2 rocks on the first guy to get your rhythm going, and then the rest is 1 rock, rhythm punch. Not mashing, you have to rhythm punch. 1 rock, press select, and start punching before they even move. You have to just trust the rock is going to hit, or the fight's not going to be successful anyway. You have to just assume the rock's going to hit. I did 1 in that, I got hit, it's fine. And there's the fight. And then you save Lady Kong. So, like I said, this strat is difficult. The secondary strat that I started the video with, I don't think is difficult at all with the fight. Just a tiny bit of practice, and then you'll cut your PB times down a lot because it drops the RNG of picking up 40 rocks. The next strat, the tier 3 strat, is a little bit harder of a boss fight, but again, that's what I got my 303 down to, and then I think Floatius and Spiral both use that, and their time is pretty low. Spiral is also a 303, and it can get down, it can definitely be a 301, possibly a flat 3, if perfect. And then the strat that I just showed you, the TAS is 258, so theoretically, with a really good run, it could be under 3 minutes, which would be awesome to see someone do. Again, if you have any questions, I have some of my contact info in the description for this video. You can find me on Twitch or Twitter. Again, I love this game. It's probably my favorite speedrun, and I hope to see you playing soon.